See if I can get through without any shoes. Hey folks, it's Mike here. It's the start of my day 3 of the Thames Valley Trail. This is Ivy Park, and behind me is a pedestrian bridge that I crossed last night. And if I turn around, you can see downtown behind me. And yes, I did hit Stovies, and it was wonderful. Highly recommend. So today, I basically have a couple of options. I can either hoof it and try and get as many kilometers in today and then have a really short day tomorrow, or I can kind of split up what's remaining, which is roughly 42 kilometers, and just kind of have it between today and tomorrow. Either way, I have to hike tomorrow, so the notion of doing the Thames Valley Trail in 3 days is out at this point. So this is just barely on the municipal trail again through downtown. And just under on the other side of the bridge is Harris Park. And interesting story, when I was living here a number of years ago in the middle of winter, I came out for a walk, and the Thames River was not just flooded but completely frozen. So the entire river was this giant sheet of ice, and it was just amazing to see. So just to give you an idea as to how much water the Thames can actually get, this is right under the bridge. And if I just pan over to give you an idea as to how high that water level was. So all that was underwater. Just a really quick update here, folks. So one thing that I've noticed on the trail here is if you follow the blazes, it basically does follow the oh, somebody's camping out. It does follow the river as well as the paved trail, but once in a while it'll turn off of the paved trail and go onto like a little dirt path like this. So I got the river on my left, and I have the paved municipal multi-used trail on my right. And I've seen that a few times when I was going through like Storybook Gardens or some of the other parks. It's just a little bit easier on the feet if you end up doing this trail, and obviously dirt is a little bit softer than pavement. And back on the paved trail. quite pleasantly surprised that, with the exception of a few sections that I had to jump onto the paved trail, for the most part, I've been on a trail like this for the last 4 kilometers or so, maybe a little bit more. And at this point, I'm a little further away from the river, but still within visual range. And considering it's a Friday, midday, quite a few people out on the trails. A lot of joggers. So officially, if you guys are interested, there's only 2 campgrounds on or near the trail. One is at Fanshawe Conservation Area, and the other, I believe, is either a scout campground or a family campground. It didn't really have a label on the map, unfortunately. Both of those are in the last, I'd say, 20 kilometers of the trail. So not all that helpful if you're trying to plan a through hike. Yeah, so there's, at least in the London area, you should be able to pick up Ubers quite easily, as I had, to get you to and from your vehicle. And there are some pretty inexpensive motels in town as well. I think the cheapest is $55 at a Motel 6, if you guys are interested. All right, looks like I gotta do a little bit of climbing here, and I'll check in a little bit later. Just a small update, folks. So I continued on the trail here, and just north of Kipps Lane, the trail goes onto a bit of a paved path and connects with Adelaide Street North. It crosses the Thames, and then the trail continues on the north side of the Thames, north of Kipps Lane. So quite nice that they've continued on the footpath here. So I'm pretty much done the trail through the main part of London, along the river. The noise that you hear behind me is Highbury. So I'm going to go through suburbia here, hit Highbury, go down Highbury to Killally, and Killally to Clark, and from Clark It basically picks up the trail again on the very edge, like the northwest edge of Fanshawe Conservation Area. So yeah, northeast corner of the city of London, and I have a little bit more than 13 kilometers in for the day so far. Just past 2 o'clock, so just taking my time. I'll probably just do 20 kilometers today and tomorrow. So just a quick check-in. As you can see behind me, perhaps this side, I'm actually going through the campground section of Fanshawe Conservation Area, and I see 2 campers, but for the most part completely vacated. It's past 4 o'clock, and don't have a lot of time before the sun goes down, so I'm gonna have to hobble my way through the park and try and get to Thorndale Road so I can get a lift back to the car, and hopefully I can do that before sunset. Just a little spooky going through a empty campground. Just a quick shot of a pioneer village from the trail. It'll be kind of cool to check out one day. And lake. I also ran into a couple park employees and just talked about where I was in the park versus where I wanted to get to, and opting to cut my day short, sort of. I put in about 23 kilometers today, and I either stop and take about a 20-minute walk to Clark Road, or spend probably an hour and a half getting to Thorndale to pick up a ride. So opting to just call it quits for the day while I still have some daylight, and try and get to a major road where I can call an Uber and get back to the car. So anyways, that's it for today. We'll check in again tomorrow and hopefully wrap up the Thames Valley Trail. All right, guys, hope you have a good evening, and thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, question, go ahead, and see you out there on the trail. Bye.